Hello dear all, the State Bank of India announced 8,500 apprentice vacancies and the announcement came last night. So there is a euphoria among job aspirants, but in this video first of all I shall tell you this is not an employment, rather it is only an apprenticeship. So my job in this video to tell you the facts about the whole process of examination and the selection of apprentices. Then I will make my own comment and observation regarding whether one should really apply for this post or not. So the title is this: should you apply for SBI apprenticeship when a permanent job is your goal? So that is what we would like to talk today. This is the notification. Please take note of this. It's a Skill India, Kaushal Bharat. We know about Prime Minister's exhaustion for Skill India. Indians have to be more skilled. So State Bank of India has partnered with this Government of India Skill India project. So they have they are decided to engage apprentices under the Apprentices Act 1961. This is the brief notification. There are 8,500 total vacancies, different states, and the vacancies in different states are given. So different states have got different vacancies. In Uttarakhand, Telangana, Rajasthan, even Kerala has got 141 vacancies, and other states also have total 8,500 vacancies. So 8,500 apprentices will be appointed by the State Bank of India through this recruitment, and in every state different district wise vacancies are also announced. For example, in Gujarat, Ahmedabad has got 21, Amreli 43, Anand 18, etc. etc. So district wise break of the vacancies is also announced. Age is 20 years minimum, maximum 28 years as on 31/10/2020. So candidate must have been born not earlier than 1/11/1992 and not later than 31/10/2020 with both days inclusive. Maximum age indicated for unreserved and EWS candidate. Relaxation is there as per Government of India statutes. So that's about briefly it is 20 and 28, similar to the clerical cadre. Educational qualification, one must possess a graduation degree. You must be a graduate. That is also very clear. So it is again similar to bank clerical cadre requirement. It is a 3 years apprenticeship. It's a 3 years contract or 3 years apprenticeship. Listen, it is apprenticeship, and during the period of apprenticeship, the selected apprentices should be willing to qualify in the examinations of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. They have got two examinations: the Junior Associate of Indian Institute of Bankers and CAIIB. These are the two internal examination. One is a Junior Associate, second is a Certificate Associate of Indian Institute of Bankers, CAIIB. These are the two exams that they must be willing to apply. Again, it is a very vague statement. The selected apprentices should be willing to qualify in the examination of IIBF during 3 years apprenticeship engagement in the bank. So they will get 15,000 rupees apprenticeship every month in the first year. Second year it will go up to 16,000, and third year it is going to be 19,000. There is no other benefit. So why should you write this examination? If you pass JAIIB or CAIIB, you will get some increment. That is what is generally happening in banks. If you write any of these examinations, you will get some kind of increment. So okay, if you don't write, you will not get an increment. You will get 15,000 in the first year, 16,000 in the next year, and the last terminal year you will get 19,000 per month. Apart from that, there is no benefit. So this is the exam process. Examination will be conducted. There is only single phase examination. It will be conducted in January. The date is not specified, and the examination, it's a 100 question examination, maximum mark is 100 and the time is 60 minutes, 1 hour. General and financial awareness, general English, quantitative aptitude and reasoning ability in computer science, almost similar to the bank preliminary examination except for the inclusion of general and financial awareness. So we have no disagreement in any of these. Anybody who prepares for a bank officers and bank clerical examination presently can apply for this, and I am sure it is going to be a cakewalk if you prepare seriously. It is an online objective type examination. Yes, I have explained in detail the scheme of the examination. 300 rupees is the fees that you have to pay. All are general instruction usually that are attached with any of the notifications. Now listen, this is the major most slide that I would like to tell you. SBI shall have no obligation. SBI shall have no obligation to offer regular employment. Listen, this is not an offer of employment. This is only an apprenticeship. SBI provides you a chance for you to get trained. So if you want to be a permanent banker, there is no other go. You have to write the regular examination conducted by the recruitment bodies for whether it is SBI or other IBPS, other public sector banks. You have to write the examination, whether it is in the clerical cadre or as a probationary officer. So if you have got an apprenticeship certificate, of course when you go to an interview, definitely there will be a consideration. That apart, this is not an employment offer from the bank. The bank is no way having any kind of obligation to provide you an employment. This is only an apprenticeship. That is something that one has to keep in mind when applies for it. Listen, suppose you are a fresh 20-year-old, 22-year-old person. You apply for this examination, you get cleared. For the next 3 years, you are working as an apprentice having no other benefits. After 3 years, you are again searching for a job in the dark. So I will not advise you as a career guide that you should apply for this and you should prepare for this. But if you are aiming for any kind of an employment, you don't have a job, you require a job in any way, definitely yes, it is a job. It's an apprenticeship, it is a job, but it is not an employment with any kind of permanency. So that is what I would like to tell you. And further it says that after completion of apprenticeship period, candidates will be relieved from the respective work area. So there may be people who would think that, come on, it's an apprenticeship, so we can join the bank, we can get into the payment role of the bank, and maybe after 3 years bank will consider my experience. Bank has clearly said they will not consider, they will relieve you. That is very clear. From the words of this particular advertisement, we have nothing to hope for a permanent employment. So after 3 years, again, during the 3 years while you are in the bank, you may not get time to prepare. And this particular apprenticeship certificate that you have completed apprenticeship with State Bank of India will be of any kind of validity only if you clear the so-called recruitment process all afresh. So I would not like young children to go for this particular so-called opportunity by the bank. Yes, of course you can develop a skill, you get a chance to know how the bank functions, the biggest bank in India functions, but this cannot be considered a career. It is not a career, it is just an apprenticeship. So I would request you to straight away start preparing for permanent jobs. State Bank of India will soon call the clerical vacancies. The last year's examinations were conducted, the final mains for the clerical cadre was conducted on October 31. Of course, that was postponed thanks to COVID. Next year again, generally in the month of January or February, they announce. So straight away start for that. Why do you prepare for, why do you spend your whole 3 years for an apprenticeship? So that is what I would like to tell you. So if you are unengaged in any way, and if you want your time to be spent and to get some money, maybe it is good. But for those people who have got the vision to go and build a career, of course it is not going to be a good option. So this is my personal opinion, and that is what is going to be the truth also. There is even those people who have been apprentices in the past years, they also say that it is not going to be a permanent job, they don't have any job. Even those people who joined had gone in anticipation of getting permanent at some point of time, but this notification doesn't leave anything to have a hope of that kind. So I think I am very clear on my advice, and my dear ones would have understood the intent of the message. Thank you very much.